So for those of you who don't know, on Monday afternoon / evening we had 5 kaimanawas arrive here, and before they become too domesticated, I want to show you guys how I approach them without scaring them. Well, they're a bit scared of me. With the least amount of stress on their part possible when I need to feed and water them, because it's quite hard when you have wild horses who are not used to people and they're confined in yards, but you need to get close enough to put their food or water in the yard. So I'll just... Actually, we might come this way so that we're closer to the horses. So for those who don't know, kaimanawas are New Zealand's wild, well, they're actually feral horses. They're not truly wild, but they haven't seen people or fences or anything to do with human civilization, so they're wild. It's just a complicated term. And yeah, every year now they do a muster to keep the number at 300, or the horses run out of food and get in quite poor condition. So they're over here. They're about, I don't know, 25-ish meters away. So you can see the yards there. So as you can see, they're eating quite happily there. I normally would try and go to a part of the yard where they're furthest away from, as I don't want to upset them, but they're, even after being here 3 days and doing what I'm about to show you, they don't actually mind now if I go to a part of the yard they're not at. So for the purpose of this video, I'm showing you how and the reason I didn't video when they first got here is because it was pouring with rain and I'm precious about my camera. So I've got some baleage because I feel bad going up without giving them anything. So I don't know if you can see, I'll just zoom in. At the moment, the mirror on the right, the brown with the star, is my girl, and the bay on the left with the star and the snip is, I'm handling her for someone. But as you can see, they're relatively relaxed. They're aware that I'm here, but they're eating, and so I'm just going to walk towards them, not really slowly, but not erratically either, just quietly. And then she's looking at me there and just stopped. And I'm glad that she's walking away there. Basically, if they show any signs of worry, I just pause and wait for them to calm down. And I like if they're moving out my way at this point rather than running out the way, they're just walking quietly out the way. If I were to push too much and they go to fight, I would probably actually walk away from them and take the pressure off, because I'm not trying to train them anything as such right now. I want to teach them, though, that I'm listening to them and their emotions, and that I'm doing my best not to scare them. So they're eating again, and they're still aware of me, and I'm even now not going straight towards them. And there's stuff again, she's looking at us. We've also got those 3 over there, but they're further away, so we'll focus on these 2. She's looking at me. I've just paused. And she's eating again, relatively happy, so we're going to walk towards them again. Once again, it's on an angle, and she's just looking at us, so we stop. And my girls come back again. You can see they're pretty happy, and we walk towards. And when I first did this, these guys were actually more quiet than my guys from last year, but I did this last year too. My girl Firefly from last year, it literally would take me 45 minutes to feed her hay on the first day. And it quickly went down after about 3 or 4 days. I could almost go straight up to the fence, like with these guys. But she would be snorting and have her head up, and I'd have to stop and wait for like 10 minutes for her to settle in and go 1 step forwards and repeat. So it can take a long time, but it actually works relatively quickly, like within days, before they're okay with you approaching them. And it's just teaching them that we're listening to them and that they can communicate with us. They can say stop, and I'll respect that. I probably didn't really need to stop there, but I don't know if you guys can see. She's looking at us through the rails. She's very adorable, this bay. We think she's about 2, and my mare we got as a mature mare, but she still has baby teeth, so I'm thinking 3 or 4-ish. And those guys are over there, by the way, and I am watching them too, but they're still eating and not bothered by me. So we've got those guys, and they're eating again, so I'm coming closer. She's still eating and doesn't mind me. She's looking at me, which is okay. You're all right there. And then I'm literally at the rail, so I just paused. both looking at me. And by the way, that's not a loose Kai, it is a loose Kai. It's Cassie, my Kai she was rounded up 10 years ago, 11 years ago. So she's now domesticated. So she's a loose Kai, but she's not a loose wild horse. Luckily, she tricked me a couple of times today and scared me. And I'm just leaning there just next down. You see they're watching me. They're relatively okay with me there. And those guys, that's where they are too. That's a mare and foal combo. The foal we think's about 6 months old. Mare, young too. And then we have this little really cute girl over here who's quite shy and she's just gone off on her own. As you can see, I'm literally against the post. Those two are just over 2 meters away from me because I'd say they're about 3 meters away from me and they're happily eating. And those guys are further away from me, like I don't know, 10 meters, they're happily eating. And she's on her own about 5 meters away, happily eating. And then what I'd do is I'd put the food down to the rails quietly and then back away again. And that's literally as far as my training went. And I have just done some quicker training with this bay who's looking at me like maybe I'm going to train her again. And I'm going to try and put the bailage in. Oh, she's going to come say hi. And I'm just staying still now. I've got bailage to give her, but she's beautiful, eh? They both are. So now she's literally 2 meters away. Like if I reach my hand out, I could touch her. Well, I probably couldn't. She'd probably run away, but that's the distance. She's not quite sure about me, and she's just going to calmly walk away. Which is nice, because then I can put the hay down with a bit of leeway room. It's actually bailage. I'm really bad at these videos. So, we're coming over this way. Just so I've got some more room, and it's going to put the bailage over here. And that's what we put there. And then I just calmly walk away. But as you can see, like I said, this is only the 3rd day of them here, and they're staying like within meters of me. And as you can see, there's 2 yards here, there's this yard, and then there's the one over there which is open up, so they've got access to both. If I came to feed them at this yard, even if they were on the other side of the other yard way over there, they'd be huddled up against the fence, quite worried. So I haven't done any training with any of them, except the bay, which was literally charging up the clicker. I'd click, chuck her some grass, click, chuck her some grass, and she was a few meters away from me. So that's just literally from, obviously, gradual habituation, but I do think listening to their emotional states plays a big role in that. And we'll flip back to me, which I can't do to save my life. So, thank you for watching this, and I have no idea what I'm doing, but yeah, I'm hoping to do more videos of how I train them. And we're just going to have to zoom in on Leo, because he was really, not Leo, his name's Bear, but I keep accidentally calling him Leo because we had a little brown foal that looked almost exactly like him last year who was called Leo. But this is Bear, and he's adorable. He's the little foal. Let's zoom on him. Little puffy foal lock. He's got hay in it. So that's Bear. That's the bay filly who was close before. That's my brown mare, who my brother had naming rights to, and he's come up with kind of quite a cool name. But original. Her name is Shadow Master. And I think that's her name, Shadow Master. No, it's not Shadow Master, it's Shadow Mare. Yeah, that's her name, Shadow Mare. See, I can't remember. I have to check that one with my brother, but I think he's called her Shadow Mare. And then the bay at the back is very sweet and cute. And she doesn't have a name yet. Neither does the bay on the other side of the fence. And then, just for fun, we're going to have to go say hi to Cassie. Oops, camera's panning too fast. This is Cassie. My kaimanawa from ages ago. Who looks very fluffy. Because she is, and scruffy. I do look after her. Look how fluffy she is. Sorry, Cass. Like, I don't know. I feel like she has Cushing's or something. We are going to get her tested for that. Yes. And then, she's very domesticated, they line up with guys who have just walked up to this fence and they haven't moved. She knows I'm here. They weren't worried about me walking up to this fence.